Is it the same?
You do get a
harder?
lot of men asking for business, and it's
Okay.
because
That
they
happens.
assume like because you're homeless and like you
anything.
must be doing drugs, and therefore you're
Is that
gonna.
quite common?
I do get asked quite a lot.
Samantha, how long have you been homeless for?
Just roughly over a year.
Over a year. And Samantha, how did it all happen?
I was put into temporary accommodation,
Yeah.
and basically while they looked into my circumstances, they came back 12 weeks later saying that I wasn't vulnerable enough to be kept in temporary accommodation. So basically they kicked me out to find my own accommodation.
And were you in a rented accommodation basically?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was it was through the council.
So who was it that kicked you out? Was it the council or the landlord?
The council.
Council.
Yeah.
So when they kicked you out, they knew you were going to be homeless.
Yeah.
That's horrible, isn't it? And how was your life like before you became homeless?
Very up and down.
Yeah.
My kids have been taken, into care, but they're with my youngest one's dad,
Okay.
so that's not too bad. I've lost both my parents, so it's
And what was your lifestyle like before?
it was average.
Were you like working, looking after kids?
I've had a couple of jobs since leaving school, but I was like a rebel, so I just
Is it? Were you living with your kids before?
yeah.
And when was the last time you saw your kids?
It's really bad, like nearly 4 years ago. It's not through my choice. It's Dad. He's a bit of a.
Would he not let you see the kids?
It's not he won't let me. It's more. I don't know really. Like I'll text and I'll phone and I'll get no response, and then when I do, he's like, "Oh yeah, we'll arrange something," and it just
Have
never
you spoken
happens.
to your kids?
Yeah, I do
You
speak to them.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
And do your family know that you're homeless?
I've only got my sister, and she's got like 11 kids of her own.
Okay.
So, but I don't think she
knows
does.
it? She doesn't?
No,
And you haven't thought about telling her?
no, she's got enough on her plate. 11 kids.
Okay. Say that again?
11 kids.
11 kids?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you got 11 nieces and nephews.
Yep.
And talk to us about the first day, Samantha, when you became homeless. How was that day like? Was there a first day or did it just happen gradually?
It just sort of, it was like, they evicted me, I think it was like the 12th of September, and basically it was just out on the streets since then.
And on that first day, where did you sleep?
I think actually like in the grounds of like the flat where we were, so
Okay.
it's
Oh, and were you
in the
on your own
garden.
that day?
No, I was with my partner.
Okay. And where do you currently sleep?
Just around the corner.
What do you find, Samantha, to be the toughest part about being homeless? In your personal opinion, what's the toughest for you?
I don't know, because I'm very easy to adapt.
Okay.
I've been homeless for over a year, so to me it's just normal
Gotten used
now.
to it.
Yeah. Because we were put in the travel lodge,
Yeah.
and I found that really awkward.
Is it?
Like actually having somewhere to go back to.
So do you prefer it out on the streets or in the travel lodge?
In the travel lodge,
You prefer that, yeah?
yeah, of course.
Okay.
But it's every day out here.
So do you find anything challenging out here or not really?
Surviving. Just making sure I get money like to eat every day and to like get hostel money and things like that.
And what do you miss the most from your previous life when you were not homeless?
My kids,
Yeah.
TV, a bath.
Yeah.
I miss a bath.
Okay. And you know, it was very cold in the past couple months, like really freezing weather. How did you cope in that time?
Huddled up together, really. Just
Do you have like a sleeping bag or tent?
we did have sleeping bags, but where we were sleeping, because you're not really meant to be there, the people that own the building, they came and just chucked everything away. So, and it was on a day it was absolutely chucking it down with rain.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any change of clothes or anything.
Okay.
So, but we gradually built up our blankets again.
And do the people that walk past you, does anyone try and help you in any way?
Yeah.
People do help
Yeah.
you? Did other homeless people help you?
They can do, yeah.
They do sometimes.
Yeah.
And don't mind me asking this one, but a lot of our viewers, they say for a female it's probably even harder. Would you think, how is it being a female and being homeless? Is it the same?
You do
think
get
it's
a
harder?
lot of men asking for business, and it's
Okay.
because
That
they
happens.
assume like because you're homeless and like you
anything.
must be doing drugs and therefore you're
Is that
gonna.
quite common?
I do get asked quite a lot.
And you know, being on the streets, even though your situation is not how you may want it to be, what's the one thing you're the most grateful for?
The people that help and my partner. I don't think I'd
he's a
survive
nice
without
guy.
him.
We met him earlier as
Yeah.
well. And what do you find to be the nicest thing that someone has done for you in the 1 year?
So that's quite hard because people do things nice every day. They'll buy us something to eat. They'll,
So there's
you know,
nothing
give
like
us
that stands out to you, like a big moment that happened, or it's just every day.
just every day.
What's the meanest thing someone has done to you?
Basically, they'll walk past. They'll like look at you like, oh, call you scum, or you know, just hurtful names and that. But it's got so used to it, just doesn't bother me anymore.
Okay. And is there one lesson that you've learned being homeless?
I've become very humble.
And what do you mean by that? How?
Before, I'd be one of these people that I'd walk past them and I'd be like, oh, bum, get a job, but you don't know that person's circumstances, and until you're actually in that person's shoes, is
So now, hopefully, God willing, when you get off the streets and you have your normal life back, how has it changed your perspective on the homeless people?
not every homeless person is a bum. You know, we've all come from a background. Some people do actually choose to stay homeless. They'll be offered the help, but where they've been out on the streets for so long, they just don't accept it.
Okay, and if you had one wish, what would your one wish be?
Just to have a room.
So just coming to the end now, what gets you through the tough times?
My partner,
Yeah,
and
he
thinking
helps
of
you
my
out.
kids.
What would your final message be to them? What would you like them to know about homeless people?
Just, we're all human. We've got feelings. We're not all scum. You know, we're just trying to survive, and we do want help, most of us.
And just one quick one then. You know, when people walk past you, some people don't know what to do to help the homeless. What would you tell them if they want to do something nice? What kind of things can they do?
I don't know, just words of encouragement, or you know, just someone like bring you a blanket or something.
Okay, so these kind of things.
Yeah, just the little things that mean the most.
And you said like a blanket. Is there any other things that they could buy for the homeless to help them and make their life a bit easier?
Socks, like underwear, and
Things like that.
yeah, just little things.
Samantha, thank you so much, and I really pray that your situation improves
Thank
soon.
you, and you're
So,
welcome.
God